Good afternoon, megastars. What is going on? I know what you all are here for. I know what you're really here for. So let me go ahead and set it up. I'm gonna give a friendly reminder. I'm gonna remove that thing for the Jackbox game. Please remember that this is a first come, first serve designed for people who haven't had a chance to take part yet. I do not allow people to spend points on anyone else's behalf unless during that stream I say, okay, let's go ahead and do it because there's a lack of demand or a lack of interest. It is meant to reward people who attend the streams. So make sure that you are quick on the draw. And I understand that there's some favoritism, there's some popularity, there's some I'd love if I could take part as this character. Cool. If you don't end up getting it, don't worry about it. That's how life is. There's no favoritism. Like, I'm not gonna be bothered if a girl voices Gumshoe. I'm not gonna be bothered if a non-binary, if a guy voices Gumshoe. Doesn't matter. This is a way for the community to take part, and I would greatly appreciate it if we can keep it as a fun, anything goes sort of thing going forward, without the drama. Because trust me, as a professional voice actor, I deal with enough drama on a daily basis as it is. I literally had to tweet last night about someone being ignored for an audition because they were LGBT. So let's keep that out of this. With that being said, we have 3 slots open this week. I believe we have 1 for Gumshoe, 1 for the police chief, and 2 smaller roles. All right, we've got Boomsday, we've got Crispy. We have 1 more spot open if anyone wants to redeem. All right, that is 3. So we've got Boomsday, Crispy, and Susan. If you guys can pop into the voice chat in the meantime, it's time to bring the rest of the crew in. Let me get them unmuted.
Wow,
there we go.
Oh, wow. Many secrets. I guess that means getting disintegrated.
Yeah, time to go. Woo! Woo!
All right, you guys are live, by the way, just so you know.
Oh.
Okay, so that's Sean firing us.
Yeah.
Wait, what's this about disintegrating?
No, it's okay.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. No.
Okay.
No
Absolutely.
clarification will be rendered.
Okay.
Absolutely nothing happened.
Okay.
Don't worry.
We were just vibing, it's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got Boomsday, we got Crispy, we got Susan. The gang is all here. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, can you believe it? How long have we been going at this? 2 months?
2 months.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
We're almost done.
We're almost
It's good
done
and
with
bad.
Bad Ones Forever?
We're almost done. Like, it's surreal. This has just been like my life on Saturday for the last 2 months, and it's weird to think that 2 weeks from now, another 2 months, 2 weeks from now, there's gonna be something different, and it's not gonna be Ace Attorney.
Mr. Chiplock, I don't want to go.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good, Mr. Wright.
I burned this live dub.
Capcom goes, hey, so we just published a new DLC pack for the original.
Oh my god.
Made a K6
They are.
game.
Oh,
They are actually coming out with some announcement. Like Capcom's coming out with some sort of like their version of Nintendo Direct. And the Ace Attorney.
I want Ace Attorney crossover with Okami.
Yes, please.
I want.
Not Ace Attorney Warriors?
I want. Oh! Oh my god! Could you imagine? Could you imagine a story where you have to like run around all the investigation sites and there's like fanboys that are trying to protect, like, it could probably be based on like public figures that have like rabid fanboys that are trying to protect them, and you have to systematically take down hordes of weeaboos and like defenders and supporters as you try to get to like the keeps, which are like office buildings, hotel rooms where there's key pieces of evidence, and you have to collect enough evidence in order to prove a part of the case that finishes the stage.
Oh my
That That is an accurate summary of Miles Edgeworth's investigations.
You can play as you can
Just
play.
the plot of Marvel versus Capcom.
You can play as the Steel Samurai.
Oh my god.
I would do that.
Just
You
let
can
me
play
play
as
as the
Missile.
judge in God Shoe. Those are my mains right there.
Missile is a bonus character.
Larry Main.
Listen. If Gumshoe is in Ace Attorney Warriors, his special skill has to involve jumping up into the air and then pounding the concrete.
Yes. Edgeworth just updates your autopsy report.
And then you die. That's how you die.
Wait. That instead of it saying like 707 kills, it's autopsy reports.
Oh my god.
You're right.
Several autopsy reports have been updated in the board.
Oh my god. Instead of commanders, it's prosecution team members or
Yes.
something like that. Oh my god. Now I'm sad this doesn't exist.
The chief prosecutor has arrived.
We need Phoenix Wright in Smash, and his final Smash is just yelling objection, and that's it. That's all he does.
Oh my god. They could
Didn't
probably
you already in Marvel
I
vs.
would-
Capcom?
If not a playable
I was-
character in Smash,
I was
want
making a
Phoenix
joke.
Wright
I didn't
stage.
expect a joke to be.
You did this, AKL.
It's
it
free
was just-
real estate, Capcom. You don't even have to pay me.
Miles Edgeworth, the stage hazard.
I was
because he
just
can
watching
turn-
someone playing there.
Because then he just updates your all help
Someone is
support, and you get knocked off the stage.
Yes, I'm here, Yakuza. Yes.
Oh
We
no,
did
you
it,
triggered AKL.
Oh no.
You know. Wait. Does
Yakuza.
Yakuza not already have a warrior style game?
No, not yet.
no.
Well, I mean, it kind of. No, it's not that like it is, but
It's probably going to be a sequel to Like a Dragon. I almost bet.
honestly, I would love
Well,
that.
we've already learned that the crew talking about a Hyrule Warriors game or about Warriors games in general makes them happen. Because we were all talking about the potential Hyrule Warriors game last week, and then
Yeah,
it got
that's
announced.
true.
So no, we just need to talk nonstop about Ace Attorney Warriors and make it come into existence.
By the way, Sean, I'm just letting you know, if for some reason you got a role in Like a Dragon, I'm gonna fucking freak.
Oh, I did not. I did get to audition for it, but I didn't. I didn't land anything. I know. I was really hyped for that, and I thought it would be something that would get me into. I'm still plan on playing it if I can find the time for it, but it did bum me out that I didn't get a chance to play in it. So, oh well.
You tried.
Oh well.
It's good that you tried.
Cries all the way to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Oh no! What
Where-
a shame.
Where's the one dude who's gonna say you're lying because you have an NDA?
Look, I just want to voice the Nargacuga in a Monster Hunter entry.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
That's my Boomsday impression. There you go. See?
Oh my god!
Nagakuga is one of my favorites.
All right, so first things
Enough of
first,
that
before we
screaming.
begin, I need to make sure I assign the volunteer roles, checking what Science sent me. It looks like it's honestly the same as it was last week, where we have Gumshoe, we have Police, Patrolman, and Chief. So probably we're gonna have Gumshoe as one volunteer, Police and Patrolman as the second volunteer, and the Chief as the third volunteer. So the other two are not gonna have many lines. Again, I apologize. I did give the heads up ahead of time by posting it, so just you understand. With that being said, I do believe the first person to redeem was Boomsday. So Boomsday, who do you want to be?
Godshoe.
You got it. Crispy, would you like to be the two smaller roles or the police chief?
I'll try the police chief.
The police chief, you said?
Yeah.
All right. And let me
Ooh,
give a
you're
nice.
right.
Yeah. Hello,
Nephiliciel.
Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? There we go. Disco Elysium. Nice. Welcome, Raiders. We just finished discussing what an Ace Attorney Warriors game would be like, so make sure you check out the VOD later because we've already got the foundation down, and I'm honestly pissed off that it doesn't already exist.
Koei Tecmo, make it happen.
Koei's like, just take Hyrule Warriors and just reskin it. Just mod it. You can just do that. It's fine. You don't even have to change the dialogue. Like, it's fine if Phoenix Wright is like, let's go, Zelda. I'll buy it. It's fine. I'll pay $60 for it. So our
So I
third.
guess I'm the remaining host then.
Yes, you would be the police chief. Is that okay with you?
Wait, I thought Crispy was the police chief.
Who was second? Were you second?
No, I was third.
Okay. Oh, that's right. So Crispy is chief, and you will be the police and the patrolman. Cool. All right.
I mean, I don't mind. it's my birthday today, so I'm happy to
Oh!
be here.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I'm going to break.
Thank you.
I'm gonna break social tact and ask how old you are.
26.
Nice.
Nice.
That was a good year. 26
Oh
was
my.
amazing. I shotgunned a Red Bull and a tequila at the same time, and when I woke up, it was next Thursday.
Sean, how old are you
I
again?
did the same thing. When I woke up, I was 27.
How are you celebrating?
I didn't really do much today. I had off work, so I could relax.
Nice. Working on your birthday should pay you 3 times. Like if holidays are time and a half or double pay, working on your birthday should be 3 times.
Agreed.
Honestly.
I mean, I didn't really do anything special today. I just mostly hung out with my other friends. so-
I will never forget. I forget which friend it was, because this was like way back in high school. But I remember a friend who had a birthday at his workplace. It was his birthday, and his boss asked them to bring cupcakes for everyone to enjoy, so that no one would feel left out. It was their birthday, and they had to bring in treats for everybody.
Funny thing
Wow.
about that last year at my birthday fell during one of my work days. I took the opportunity to bring in a cake for everyone and snacks, so I was more than willing to do that.
What a wholesome homie.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Wholesome homie.
All right, well, you guys know the drill by now. This is hard mode, no backseat gaming. We will time you out if you give me hints. We already had a very, very close call last week, so this is your official first and final warning. If you give hints that lead to me discovering before I ask for help, you will be timed out for a minimum of 10 minutes. So, I'm not saying that to be mean. It's just because we had a really close call last week, and I don't want that happening on this last case. So,
And that goes for those of you in the voice call as well. I will server mute.
So, all right. With that being said, I want everyone to get a decent sleep tonight, and my wallet is ready to cry. So, is everyone on the voice cast ready?
Yes.
Possibly.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Episode 5, Day 3, the final investigation. Let's begin.
Yeah.
February 24th, 3:12 p.m. Wright and Company law offices.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said.
Drastic crimes require drastic measures. That's just the way it is. We did what we had to, in order for him to get the verdict he deserved.
I didn't know. I never knew that the SL9 incident was just another name for Joe Dark killings.
Sounds like everyone's heard about these killings but me.
Lana wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me.
What do you mean, what happened to you?
It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he was murdered, Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence.
What did you have to do with those killings, Emma?
On the night of prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me.
What? He tried to kill you?
Officer Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me.
So that means you...
Yes. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial.
I didn't see that one coming.
Look out the window pensively. I can't even. This is too serious. Egad, the bellboy's looking right at me.
He looks wimpy, but you can tell there's a sharp edge under that facade. That bellboy is going to be someone someday.
Why are you smiling?
I am incredibly depressed.
Wish someone was about me. I'm gonna take executive liberty and just move straight on to something more important, like showing you my badge. See this? It's my attorney's badge.
Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before.
You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Oh, we already did this one.
Yeah, we already
did
did
this like 5 times. All right, we're going back to the story. All right, back to depressed.
It happened 2 years ago. It was right around this time of year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day. Unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. And suddenly, this terrifying man came bursting into the office.
Joe Dark.
Seemed like he was running from someone. He pulled out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up.
Jake Marshall's brother.
Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. But before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. And
What happened?
I'll never forget it. Lightning struck, and the lights went out. And suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. What I saw then burned a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now.
A permanent picture? A photograph that I can look at?
I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall.
So you weren't able to testify about that?
No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why why she made up the crime.
Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence?
The prosecutor's office wanted that guilty verdict so badly. Lana forged the evidence, and Mr. Edgeworth used it.
Edgeworth?
Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was being given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean, it's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened.
So it's true, even though he may not have known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence.
After that case ended, Lana was never the same. She became cold, like she is today.
She must not have been able to face up to what she did. Especially not to Emma. What did you see in the instant that crime occurred?
Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife.
Neil Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl.
I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out. When I came to, Lana was cradling me in her arms.
Poor Emma. You've been through so much.
I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just wouldn't come out. I drew a picture, but it wasn't any good.
2 years ago. You must have been 14. That's understandable.
Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I want to be able to fight crimes with my testimonies and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lana would never have to forge any.
I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. She's a clock. In disguise! But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. There's something that's puzzling me, Emma.
What is it?
You said you were in Lana's office at that time, right?
That's right.
Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but he was being chased by a prosecutor?
Oh, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day.
Taken in for questioning? You mean by the police?
Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled into my sister's office.
Why did he run all the way over to your sister's office?
Because the detective offices in the questioning room are right across from the elevator.
Across from the elevator? But Lana was the chief prosecutor, wasn't she?
No, silly! Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lana was a detective. She was the best in the entire force.
What? That's news to me.
After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor.
Lana used to be a detective? I'd better have another talk with her. There we go. February 24th. Detention Center. Visitor's room.
Lana!
Mr. Wright, it seems I keep causing you trouble.
Falsifying evidence? I didn't think you were the type.
Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we?
But Lana, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty.
Believe me, I understand the risks.
Lana, Emma told me about you.
Oh?
About how you were a detective 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office.
That's right.
Could you fill me in on the details? Especially about that unusual change of jobs?
I suppose you have a right to know, Mr. Wright.
But first, look at my badge.
Attorneys and prosecutors have no business showing evidence outside court.
But this is evidence that I'm a badass.
It's taboo, especially when the interests of both parties are involved.
Well, I'm glad we're both interested in my badge. She really
Yes.
means it.
Lana... I have so much to say!
About the bellboy! A lot of revelations were uncovered at the trial today, not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago.
Evidence from that case was stolen as well, though I expected as such. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be.
That trial... it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lana. I believed that no matter what happened, you'd always stick to the truth.
It couldn't be helped, Emma. At that trial 2 years ago, I sold my soul.
All drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15, there was no murder at the police department.
Tell me it's not true, Lana. That's what the witness, Ms. Starr, said. About you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lana, I don't understand. Why don't you tell us?
Emma, this doesn't involve just me.
It involves this tiny police officer to my right. She's a giant! She's an Amazon! He's just like looking down. Hey, buddy, her eyes are up there. Come on, man. You're an officer of the law. I don't think I've ever seen Lana look so fazed before. They must be short-staffed.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Poor man, every time we're here.
I set him up and I knock him down. Let's go. Megastar fan art is open for those of you who wish to contribute.
Oh my god!
Whoa, no.
Just watch now, it's gonna happen.
It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago.
She was amazing.
I like how she puts on the rose-tinted glasses before talking about how amazing she was in the past.
Literally.
They still talk about all the cases she and Chief Gant cracked together.
Chief Gant?
He was the deputy chief of police back then. but he still worked the crime scenes. Wait, was it Damon?
Yeah,
My brain's dying.
Yeah, it's David.
Damon. He was everything I aspired to be.
They were the best team ever! They solved crimes before the reports could even be filed!
That means they probably did the crimes. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened?
I always planned on becoming a prosecutor. The reason I became a detective was...
To gain experience investigating crime scenes, so you could use that experience in court, right?
Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial to its resolution. After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office.
Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of theirs 2 years ago.
2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark.
Second in command? That means the investigation lead was Damon Gant, right?
Yes. Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigations.
They even had the same office.
We led a team of the best detectives on the force.
Lupin the Third! Sorry.
This case was Jake Marshall and Angel Star.
For real though, that's Lupin on the right. The guy, I forget the samurai guy's name. What's his name? Help me out. It's
Why
not,
can I not remember this?
it's not Makoto Shishio. Mitsuhashi?
Mitsurugi? I think.
Mitsurugi?
I don't fucking remember.
Yoroshiku?
These are all the wrong things.
People are saying Goemon.
Jigen was my favorite.
I think on the GameCube version, it was Link from Legend of Zelda. No.
Oh my god.
Goemon. So Lupin's on the right, Goemon's in the center, and on the left you have the girl who always followed them around. Fujiko.
Yeah.
So.
Token girl.
I'm like 90% sure his name is Damedane.
Don't get me started on Yakuza stuff. I watched Yakuza a lot today.
It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his final murder took place.
When he tried to murder Emma.
Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark.
You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me.
Now you tell us.
Damon Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages, and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down, then fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself.
That's where he found me.
So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lana?
It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark.
Aw, they're cuddling.
When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood.
3 bodies. Bodies hit the floor. Prosecutor Marshall, the victim Emma who had passed out,
And the suspect, Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seems Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had incurred a minor concussion and lay unconscious.
what did you do?
To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her.
Can't blame her after all her sister must have gone through.
After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest.
Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident?
That's right. Quite a coincidence, hmm?
I don't buy it.
What are you saying?
There's no way everyone involved in this trial was also involved in that incident just by chance.
But that case was solved 2 years ago.
At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved.
Officer Marshall. Yes, his actions came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he's changed completely.
I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark.
Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone has to live the rest of their lives with their memories.
That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right?
Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself. The Chief's office.
Maybe we should have a look at the Chief's office. The site of the final SL9 murder.
Woo, there's a lot happening today.
You got this.
February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. I don't see Detective Gumshoe anywhere.
Things seem kinda quiet around here today.
You're right. The Chief of Detectives seems the same, though.
Why don't we go look for some other people to talk to?
Right. We can come back here later.
We'll see if there's any new lines.
That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
Oh, is this the same thing? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're writing a novel.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That must be the Chief of Detectives. He's staring at a screen so intently.
Crispy.
What? Dark case may have been fabricated? That's what I thought all along. I just never bothered to tell anyone.
There's a guy who cares about his work.
Wow, it looks even worse than when I presented it as evidence. So this is the police mascot. Oh, yeah. This is the police mascot. Go ahead. Read it anyway.
Crispy.
Oh, the Blue Badger, the future star of the police force.
The design's a little changed from the one outside.
Well, the Dancing Blue Badger trademark is still under development, you see.
You have it trademarked?
Absolutely. It's cutting-edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter, and she burst into tears.
Don't show her the moving mock-up outside then, you'll give her nightmares.
What's that? Show it to her right now.
Oh my god, I'm so glad that that's canon.
February 24th, Police Department. Entrance.
Howdy, Bambina.
Oh, Mr. Marshall.
I never thought things would turn out this way when I woke up this morning. Que sera, sera. You never know where life will lead you. Hey, Bambina. I should have known my luck had run out when old Billy dried up this morning.
Billy?
Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed?
Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's a voluntary appearance, though we all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go in the evidence room today, partner.
Mr. Marshall, why did you do it?
Why do prospectors head west? If ever there was a case I needed to know the truth about, it was that one.
Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened?
Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today.
You can get this.
Mr. Marshall, could you please have a look at this?
Sorry, Bambina. I'm not a patrolman anymore. I'm certainly not a detective. I'm nothing more than a wanted man now. These old eyes of mine have seen too much as it is.
Dang, he won't even look at my badge.
Something was fishy about that trial from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so.
What do you mean, fishy?
Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip?
That was Joe Dark's, all right. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised.
Question?
The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound the victim sustained.
What does that mean?
It means there's a good chance that knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased.
Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence?
That case left behind scars on all of us.
The scars that the SL9 incident left behind.
I got the looks, but he got the brains. He was one of the best prosecutors around.
I disagree. His brother was hot.
True.
I had just made detective when it went down. It was our first case together.
How old was he? Your brother?
He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that very day.
The highest honor? You mean the...
King of prosecutors.
I knew it.
What are you looking at me like that for? That's an honor for a prosecutor.
Mr. Marshall must have really been close with his brother.
The day the SL9 incident took place, that wasn't the same day as...
That's right. It was the day of the evidence transferal.
Interesting.
It was drizzling that morning, and by nightfall there was thunder. Can't believe 2 years have gone by already. Tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die.
I can't believe 2 years ago. That's me looking at the final episode of this live dub.
Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty.
There was something going on behind the scenes in that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation, save one, was taken care of. Miss Starr was fired, and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room.
What about Detective Goodman?
If they did something to him too, the commissioners would have gotten suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious.
They?
Who are you talking about?
Don't get upset, Bambina. I mean Damon Gant and Lana Skye. The investigation lead, Damon Gant, and his second-in-command, Lana Skye. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duo.
You can tell that the art team was really, really proud of this vignette, considering they've shown it like
Right.
5 times in the last 10 minutes.
That case was the biggest step in both of their careers.
After the case ended, Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office, right?
Yeah. Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She's never been the same since she left.
Huh?
Everyone who knew her said so. Chief Prosecutor Skye was totally different when she was a detective.
Wow, that's a great impression.
Now that he mentions it, Emma said something like that too.
Tell me, what happened to my sister?
Sorry, Bambina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out.
Lana's secret. It all started 2 years ago.
So, there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it, partner?
I want a refund.
Oh. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict. But someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't even be a patrolman after today.
What was that?
He like patooied it. He
Yeah,
fired it.
what did he spit
What
out?
the fuck? That was like
I think it
the
was the
top of
cork.
it, the cork.
Did he
Yeah.
inhale it and then like okay?
Yeah, he pulled it out and he just patoo, like he just shot it out.
It was
Too
like
bad I
that.
won't be around to work with you.
It was like that Gibdo from Hyrule Warriors the other day. Just
Yeah.
yeet.
Just it's gone. When you become a real scientific investigator. Adios, Bambina.
He just takes it in his mouth, starts choking on it. February 24th. Police station. Criminal Affairs Department. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted.
That must mean everyone's busy solving crimes.
Oh, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room.
Thanks. Wow, he actually talked to us.
With the chief prosecutor saying what she did and the decision about what to do. About Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together.
I think festive is the word usually used for those.
Sir? We'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office.
Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator to the top floor.
Really? You mean it's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything.
Emma, shut up!
Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits.
You stupid ass! Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head to the chief's office. I'm ready to commit some crimes.
And can I please have one partner who doesn't commit crime?
Absolutely not.
I love that. I think out of all the scenes in Phoenix Wright, that one scene is just, that is the energy of the live dub.
Look,
You can't go in there. Let's go in there.
Look, I'm respecting your authority by asking permission, but asserting my own confidence by going in anyway. Oh, look, Gordon, evidence. We can use this in the trial. Phoenix, help!
Look, that patrolman is saluting that other guy. He must be a detective.
It's me, right?
Yes, you'll have to play both. Show us that range, Susan.
So I cuffed him out, right? And you know what he says? What are you, moron? I'm an undercover agent. Oh man, I hate it when that happens.
Amazing!
I guess he wasn't saluting. He was just listening to how his friend messed up.
They make a good pair.
Amazing! Cheers!
Classic Susan.
Cheers and chat for Susan. Look at that, having conversation with her own self. That is like tier 2 level voice acting challenge, and you killed it. Let's go.
Funny thing, Sean. Actually, I was ironically doing something like this earlier with my friends. I was voicing like 3 different like females in different ranges.
Yeah.
I went from like, I gave an example. I went from something like this to something like this to okay, so I'm gonna go to something like this.
Yeah. It's all about those small nuances. You did great. Woo! Oh my God.
Oh.
You did a job.
Does he have a fucking pipe organ in his office?
Dude, this is a final boss room.
Yeah, it is.
I can already hear the pipe organ going bum 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 bum. Damon Gant.
February 24th. Police Department. Final boss home.
Just gonna linger. Okay.
Whoa. Where am I?
In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door.
Check out that pipe organ. That's real, isn't it?
Hey! I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach.
Bach!
I thought I was...
Oh, that's you. That's you.
Wow! I thought I was a genius. I have no idea what the rest of that line was.
I didn't press A.
I never could remember where C was.
Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk.
So, Righto, have you been swimming lately?
No, I haven't. I've been, kind of busy lately.
I can appreciate that. I've got my hands full, too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. And Lana's provocative statement. Ooh, provocative.
Provocative statement? Oh, you mean about the forged evidence?
2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies.
Just like Mr. Dark when he thought he was gonna get arrested.
See that picture on the wall over there? That's a picture of Lana, Neil, and me.
So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Also, I see that vase in the background. I see it. I see it.
We took it to commemorate our work together.
Something's not right with this picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it, though. I am. I'm doing it right now. I'm tapping my laptop screen. It's right there. It's right there.
Please stop touching the picture, Mr. Wright.
He's just like, he's literally like palming the photo going, relevance.
Anyway, I'd like to reminisce all day, but there are matters that need my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together.
Oh. But this office, it was a crime scene 2 years ago, wasn't it?
The only crime is whoever decorated this place.
Don't insult him.
Oh, that case has long since been over, and I got to redesign myself. There's no need to investigate it anymore.
All the same, we'd still like to have a look around.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore.
You can tell his age by counting the rings in his eyes.
Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Do you like swimming? What size cement shoe do you wear?
I don't have life vests. I have pro-choice vests.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh.
Sean's dead.
Do you consider yourself a player, Mr. Wright? Because I can see you sleeping with so many fishes tonight.
It looks like we aren't welcome.
It seems that case isn't over with yet after all.
What do you mean?
Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there.
You mean like a clue?
There's gotta be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Something involving crimes.
Time to break in, let's go.
February 24th, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department.
Hey, pal!
Detective Gumshoe! Aren't you supposed to be in a meeting?
I'm, just taking a breather, my... See...
From sitting so long?
Actually, from serving everyone coffee.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth around here?
Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from both the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battles between you two in court.
That sounds serious.
Is it because of what my sister said?
That's, basically what it, boiled down to. That falsified evidence, 2
like evidence 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh, this is difficult.
Yeah, it's a tall order.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes.
It's a ritual. Detective, here's my attorney's badge.
Ow! Attorney's badge? You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real man. Show their police. Enough said.
I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice.
But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Lana Skye is the guilty party here, isn't she?
Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that,
Oh, sorry, my bad.
but as you know, there's been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth.
Still you.
His amazing talent as a prosecutor. Is that a typo?
No, it's his amazing talent as a prosecutor has. So, it's contracted.
Oh, sorry. His amazing talent as a prosecutor kept him safe from those who don't like him.
Are you doing okay? Is your throat doing okay?
Yeah, my throat's perfectly fine.
Okay.
If you need help, I can probably assist too. I
Yeah.
can go at a low tone.
Yeah, don't kill yourselves, but yeah. Just keep us in the loop.
You don't need to scream.
But now with this.
Are there really so many people who hate him?
In our world, only those with talent drive stuff. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that.
There is no better recipe I know for making enemies.
This me again.
Yep.
Hey, Dick, keep up the good work.
He's like, haha, I always wanted to call him that. He has no idea.
Let's go for lunch again sometime. My treat.
Yes, sir!
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir!
It seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm not worried about it. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Actually, I took a look at the file out there. Well, the coffee was broken.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Doc left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack?
His final attack! When he killed prosecutor who was I'm just getting words mixed up, sorry.
Okay.
Who was trying to protect someone.
Me.
You!
It seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl.
That's when he talk, sorry. That's when he left the most incriminating.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see, I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh! I forgot. Look, it's on somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never fail to impress.
Thank you.
Maybe we should show him the murder weapon.
Yeah, a good stabbing might help get some more info out of him. I mean, yes, I agree.
It might jog his memory.
Still you.
Joe Dog was 42 at the time of the crime. He was, just your run-of-the-mill businessman, as they like to call it.
A businessman? What made him take to serial killing?
Capitalism. I mean, one day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car?
With his car!
Oh, it was an accident?
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal!
Dang, Gumshoe, you're going in hard today.
An animal?
Yeah, so he made this thing called a persona, and then...
Let's... Oh, yeah, I'm not progressing it, so focus on this.
And Jogo came up on the scene, and he's killed his wit. Finally, he turned himself in.
Seems he was a pretty careless animal.
Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So, he turned himself in.
You gotta be careful with your volume, because it looks like push to talk is like cutting you out because it thinks it's background noise. So try and make sure you keep the energy level down, because we're actually not hearing some of your performance.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Yep.
Let's see if this fixes it.
Just don't shout as loud. We're in an office building. Remember, we're standing like 3 feet in front of him, so he doesn't need to raise his voice so much.
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he... Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too. But luckily, Doc was arrested right on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
That last witness, aka Emma. About this.
Hey!
It has a tag attached to it, with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that? Ever since that came close, that knife's been locked away.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
Oh, that's it! Now, what that incriminating, piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back.
Well, what was it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again!
Oh, I think chat might have broken. I mean, chat is working on. Oh, okay. Now it's back. Chat froze on OBS Studio. I was like, why is no one talking? Oh, it's just not updating. This knife. It was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it. Plus it had his fingerprints on it.
But no one actually witnessed him. Hold on.
No worries. You're fine.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his love is. When you take a good look at that knife, you'll see it's broken.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did it to him.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. It was found deep inside the 26 stab wounds.
Did it match Dark's knife?
Oh, you bet. Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive.
Oh, an updated autopsy report! Let's go!
The autopsy report! Well, there you have it. In a nutshell. Whew. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
What is it? If it's why I sound oddly feminine, just ignore that. If it's money you need, you should ask Mr. Chief Gage.
It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, any detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
I get you someone who looks at you when you come home the way she's looking at the screen right now.
She's so happy.
It's
I love
so
her.
pure. If I ever get a suit, I want eyes like that on the suit.
Aww.
If I let a civilian, I'd be charged with a breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Oh.
We go fishing and swimming. That's what we do.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired.
How about this ID card? It was Detective Goodman's.
Look at this ID card! That won't work here. The data was deleted the day he went curb-look.
Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office.
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
Oh God, what would I show him? This?
Let me share a little of this with you. If you don't have a clue, keep your trap.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sheesh.
Is it the badge? No. Oh, I would have laughed if it had been. I gotta refresh my memory on the number. Every stream. 26381. It means something!
Hey, let's see the king of the king of prosecutors.
Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, of course. I got no word for diligence.
Congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, I'll tell what he said.
Apparently, he's forgotten. I don't know what to show. There's a lot of stuff.
About that job, I think I've seen it somewhere.
Somewhere?
Or maybe it's one of those memories people had from dreams.
This must be the most uninformative detective I've ever met.
Something about it makes me feel uneasy. It's like I can see something. He's yelling at me.
Chief Gant?
Where could I have seen?
Phoenix Wright with the photograph, stretching it out and in and out and in. Now do I do it? Ah. Oh, wait. Wasn't there was like a photo.
Maybe we gotta.
Yeah,
go
like
somewhere
be
else.
like you're implicated. Well, it's all free. We can keep doing this. We can do this all day.
No longer can be opened without a finger. Besides, there's no reason for the murderer to touch his own lock.
Hey, wasn't your locker the one with the blood on it, Detective?
The handprint of the real murderer's gloved hand, without any fingerprints.
If they come to arrest me, you'll win. Won't you? Won't you?
If that happens, I think you'll do better pleading with Edgeworth.
I've been studying up on those files. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Presentation. To think people are accusing him of justice. I, for one, ain't buying it, pal.
You're looking into the case for Mr. Edgeworth?
Yeah, it was a pretty big deal while it was going on. After all, the serial killer was on the loose.
But Lana was pretty clear in her confession. She forged evidence in order to prove Joe Dark guilty. Alright, we're gonna just go through the whole list. We're gonna just go through the whole list. No, I don't want to see that thing again. No,
Maybe
thank
just
you.
Move on to somewhere else. That's just my guess.
I'll try that, but since they mentioned about showing it, oh. Wait, that's new lines. That's new lines. That's new lines. That's new lines.
I can't believe Officer Marshall.
You know Officer Marshall?
Of course I do. He was like a bender. When I first started out, he even gave me a
Really?
He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your trouble.
Note to self. Detective Gumshoe talks to a cactus.
Hard to believe, Sister Patrone. Someone out of great place. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Any new? Nope, no
No dialogue. Let's see if there's something underground. Hey, there we go.
February 24th. Prosecutor's office. Underground parking lot. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where all the detectives are.
But we proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead, it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. February 24th. High Prosecutor's Office. Room 1202. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is! It looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
He sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor.
Tough day in court, huh?
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
I gotta admit, Cyan, after doing this for 2 months, like, your voice is kind of my headcanon for Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't heard his actual anime voice, and I'm sure it's just as good, but it's like one of those cases like with Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, where when you listen to it for so long, and it's consistent, it just kind of sticks.
I remember I saw the Game Grumps one first, and that's I don't even think I'm basing it off of that. I don't remember what that sounds like. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago.
What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yet a clear path is laid out before me. I have no time to look back on what might have been. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict.
By the way, Chad's kind of going crazy about your voice right now.
I'm seeing that and I'm kind of freaking out internally, but it's fine. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing else can erase that fact.
But you didn't know, did you? I mean, that the evidence was falsified.
The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust.
Like Griff Sketch said,
never forget that the official voice actor said you were doing a good job.
That was a panic moment. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. The fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this?
Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up.
I've got a shoulder, Edgeworth. You can cry. Right here. Right over here.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
First last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me.
Get you a person who thinks about you and makes this face the way Edgeworth is looking right now.
To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
Stupid baka gaijin.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors.
Get you a person who looks at you the way he's looking right now when you say you have to go to work for the day, and you'll see him in 8 hours. Whoa, it's back!
With a smile that can move mountains.
I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on.
I'd like to submit an update to the Hot Topsy report.
You're so fucking precious when you smile.
Griff gets going. Edgeworth. Psst, 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 psst. Edgeworth. Psst, psst.
Update Autopsy reports and drive 'em wild.
Oh my god.
I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
You used to call me to the witness stand. You'd always ask me for my testimony. What do you mean?
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture. Something seems strange about it.
Hold on. I think now is a good time real quick because we do have one piece of fan art. I'll go ahead and throw it in. Brought to you by Boop Beirut. What up, Beirut? I haven't seen that name pop up often to make a star fan art. Thank you for contributing, my dude. Or dudette. We don't judge. Let's bring it in. Boop. Yeah! Yeah!
Gaze upon it.
Emmy, I feel like we've had cases like this where it's like, hey, check this out. Sean, aren't you supposed to be streaming?
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be doing something else?
Or like last night, haha, look what just happened in my game. Sean, it's 6:15 in the morning. Go to bed.
That was exactly what happened. I was like, isn't it like 6 over there? And he's like, yeah, but Hyrule Warriors goes brrr. Yeah.
Emmy, wouldn't it be 9 a.m. for you then?
Listen,
Yes, it was.
I knew my crimes, okay?
Hedgehog Sonic, ever since I left Gold Lake, you.
So what Emmy meant to say there was, Sean had an excuse and she didn't.
No, I had an excuse.
Was it a good one, though?
I was watching Inuyasha videos.
Oh, yes, that's right. Anata iomoi zuto. I don't know any of the other words, but that's the part I always woke up to.
Woke up to.
I always woke up to Boku Tachi wa
Utu da da na. I once asked Shomaru to take me out on dates.
What is this, guys? The karaoke streamer Ace Attorney. Come on, get your head in the game.
Tyler, are you okay? Tyler,
Could
you
do a
alright? You're stuck
karaoke
here.
stream at some point.
Edgeworth going, listen, Phoenix, this is a very important case. Phoenix, haha, references go. Could you tell us again about what?
Oh no.
Could you tell us again about what happened on that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony.
I'm sure we're
You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
He has smiled like that 3 times in this single scene, and honestly, I have never felt happier in my heart for this boy.
Blessed.
You finished up at the office?
Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This.
Oh, yeah, Chief Gant asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
That's the story we heard yesterday. All right, new rule. Every time Edgeworth smiles, I gift a sub.
Hell yeah!
Hell
That's
yeah!
gonna be so much!
So, you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to.
That's right. Right, please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea.
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright! Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very stylish manner.
And I know, and I did this last stream too, but I thought it'd be different.
I'm more offended he didn't want my tea.
This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
I'm so glad, Steele, that you noticed the timing of every time he smiles, and the very next line was the mega frown.
Oh, speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes?
The trophy that Mr. Marshall is holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! Give some time! Let's go. Oh! And we're at 69 viewers. Let's go.
Nice. That's why he's smiling. He knows.
He knows. Mmm, such a delicious smile. The fencing Bulbasaur. Yo,
That's an amazing
yo,
name.
a dual wielding Bulbasaur with two fencer's swords. Their
I
name
think
is their
fencing.
Twitch name is the fencing Bulbasaur.
I know that Bulbasaur. He's in color streams sometimes.
I love
fencing
them.
Bulbasaur.
I want to see fan art of
Hey,
that.
hey,
I will draw
hey!
it.
That means I'm gonna show you something incredibly cursed.
Oh no.
That's right. That's
Wait,
right.
It's Sean showing us anything. Why are we surprised?
This
Sean.
is what? What?
I'm scared.
You should be. You should be.
Me especially?
Here we go.
Why do you gotta do this to my boy?
This isn't even. Why is this in the fan art? What did you do?
Oh, it's a nightmare! What the fuck is wrong with it?
I'm. Good night.
That's amazing.
It's not a normal fizz, you're lying.
Remember what?
That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design.
A story?
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on.
Interesting.
Right.
No, it's the
please.
same
Oh.
thing. Yeah, yeah. See if anything changes.
He told you no.
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 We'll just
No.
go through. We'll go through all of these.
He said no!
I said no.
I'm showing you a vase, man.
He keeps telling you no!
Oh,
I
okay.
already have enough decoration. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with two characters. The first means halberd and the second means shield. Have you heard the story?
Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Well, why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake?
Very well.
You're full of shit, Phoenix.
I feel like Emma would have a
I
better
didn't
understanding
get
of this than you.
I didn't get us kicked out of the chief's office visit because they couldn't keep their damn mouths shut.
We broke into the office anyway, shut up!
Whose office are you breaking into?
Don't worry about it.
Tell the story.
Okay. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant.
Whoa, he sold arms?
No, what? Okay. See, this is why I said Emma would understand this more than you.
It's okay, just continue. Phoenix is an idiot, we know this.
I see. One day he presented the king with two items. The first was a halberd he claimed he could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon.
Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other.
The timing of the great.
I didn't even have to present evidence. I'm that good.
Very perceptive, but then again, you've heard this story before, right, Phoenix?
Yeah! It's so funny because like literally less than an hour ago, people on the Gensokyo radio interview were like, I've tuned into your stream, Sean. You are very generous. You give out a lot of money. And I'm like, yeah. Mouse Man. All right.
Anyway, as... Oh, I can't see the line. There's too many Luxray. Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless.
I'm more concerned that his fist is the size of his entire head.
And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Oh, Vim, that's so cute.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbolize...
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items.
Notice how we have a chipped trophy and a broken knife murder weapon.
The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion. Even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Did he change his expression and then go back? Is this another sub?
Hang on, I'm watching the playback. No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Wow! Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth! I learned something new today!
That's funny. If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
Chief Gant. Is there anything else we can present to him? You know, it wouldn't hurt if you put this up somewhere, like, on a shelf.
That has no meaning for me anymore.
What do you mean, anymore?
That's who I was last year. What good is it to dwell on the past?
He's asking me?
Why can't he just accept it graciously? Actually, something's been troubling me about this shield. Look, do you notice anything different?
Different?
Yeah, don't you remember? The other shield in the court record?
I guess I better present this other shield. Is he gonna do it again? He just married the meeting first. Oh, okay. There we go.
The trophy Mr. Marshall's holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right.
Oh, the boy! Such a good boy!
I think we've already went through this.
Oh, we did
done
this?
line.
We did this?
We just went through this.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So we just did that. All right. I thought now it would present new evidence. Oh, so I just kind of, I sequenced.
You just did it backwards.
Yeah. All right. I thought I
said no.
Every time I present the wrong thing, Edgeworth just has to go, nope.
It seems everything in this case is designed to cast doubt on me.
Hey, don't look at me.
Yes, I went into the evidence room on the day of the crime. Chief Gant asked me to do something.
Take evidence from a case solved 6 months ago back to the prosecutor's office.
I have a locker in there as well.
Did you notice anything amiss when you were in the evidence room?
That room's always dark and I was in a hurry. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Oh.
No.
No, this is different. It's different.
Yeah,
I started skipping because I'm an idiot.
No.
No, this is different. It's new text.
Oh, is it? Oh, never mind. Come now, Wright. You can't seriously expect me to just sit down and chat with you about. No, it's not.
Trust me.
Not.
Wait, I thought it was. Aha! But this isn't related to the case, remember? You said so yourself.
So I did.
Chief Gant gave this to you that day, didn't he?
Yeah, eat shit, both of you.
Fuck off, Sean.
Screw it.
He asked you to bring it here from the police department.
The chief is a very competent man. But sometimes he does things that don't make any sense. At least it's better than being incompetent and doing things that don't make sense.
A certain detective comes to mind. Yeah,
A
that's
certain
right.
attorney comes to mind.
It was new stuff. It was new stuff.
You said no!
Edgeworth says no, respect your husband.
Alright, we may be out of chances here. There we go.
February 24th, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot.
I think this is Miss Starr, I'm guessing.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah!
Would either of you care for a quarter-pound of roast beef?
Miss Starr! I guess she's out of lunches.
You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk.
My God!
What the fuck am I saying?
Oh my God! I need to use the bathroom. I need a break.
Excuse me. I don't write the script. I just say them.
I didn't even see that when I was reading through it.
Oh, good job.
Cyan.
What the fuck
Good
is this
job.
line?
Good job, Cyan.
Well, I don't read. I skim. I skim for names.
You skim like milk?
No, no, no.
I don't like this analogy.
Please, I read it. Help! I'm surprised
hate
you
that.
didn't change. Please.
Why did he
change
keep this line up on the screen?
Now
Dear
we're
God,
forced to stare at
Cat,
this.
help
Everyone
me.
just spam emotes. Maybe we could censor it.
Spam emotes. We are allowing spam.
Yeah.
Please.
Just emote
Oh,
spam, please.
I am upset that I had to be here to witness this.
I have it on 2 monitors and they're both showing this.
I'm having chat spam fucking emotes to try to censor it. Fuck, it's so cursed.
Censor me, please.
Okay, guys, we're good.
Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
I'm sorry. I have to add this. Steel Helm just made this fan art. I'm fucking dying.
Oh my god.
Oh, that actually made my stomach hurt. Oh, vote 1 if you would like this as an emote in the Discord. Please!
What happened? I think that's pretty much unanimous.
Color.
Yes.
Just set up a straw poll. Straw poll, and anybody who says no is banned.
Color. Add 1 to the commission queue.
Got it.
Add a stamp on the card.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't all be attributed to mere coincidence.
Aren't you forgetting something? You know that little scene I happened to witness?
The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
Miss Star's hatred toward Lana. It all dates back to 2 years ago. And this badge.
It's tiny. I mean, I don't have anything else to tell you.
Miss Star.
The only thing I can give you now is poppy seed rice set.
Talk about cheap.
Eat this and maybe you'll be able to tell about black from white in court tomorrow.
Ooh.
Joe Dark. That's a name I'll soon not forget. We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall, though. He must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate.
Her?
Lana Skye.
My sister?
The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo.
Oh, there's the 6th time.
There it is.
Take a shot.
Supermodel.
Lana and Chief Gaunt.
Is it Gaunt? Is it pronounced Gaunt?
I thought it was Gant.
I don't mind either way. I just didn't know.
I thought it was Gant, yeah.
I assume it's Gaunt because Damon.
Damon Gaunt versus Damon Gant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we were so shocked over how it turned out.
You mean with the forging of the evidence?
Don't get me wrong, Joe Dark got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in the court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret.
Oh, you mean like literally every case we've done during this entire live dub?
You don't have proof anything illegal was done.
I'm proof enough of what happened.
Huh?
After that case, all of us, save Goodman, were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much as an explanation. Then Lana Skye transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor.
Lana always wanted to be a prosecutor.
Nothing's quite as simple as it appears.
Huh?
Lana Skye was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter.
She was being used.
Damon Gaunt and Lana Skye.
There's the 7th one. Take a shot.
Gaunt led the investigation with Lana in second in command. They were the best.
They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they?
Damon Gaunt's magnetism in particular was most unreal.
His magnetism?
By that I mean his ability to attract evidence. He'd produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled.
Incredible evidence? You mean...
Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared to confront him, though.
I take it she's talking about forged evidence.
Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be just like her.
Really?
Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated everything crooked and always watched out for other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake.
Mr. Marshall.
When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would have ever recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating.
Star.
And that's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that?
Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she?
Yes, thanks to Chief Gunt's powerful influence.
Chief.
That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office.
What? You mean that's why Lana was transferred?
If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along.
But how could he control Lana?
I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change.
At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. And also this case. I was talking about that dog on the left side. Thank you, Miss Starr.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I have been.
Well, I'm not much of a chef, but I'm a knife guy. That sounded funnier in my head.
Stab him.
It sounded funnier in my head.
Classic.
Knives.
dog.
All the knives.
All the knives.
February 24th. Police station. Criminal Affairs Department.
Oh, Gumshoe! Dang it! So sorry.
You good to go?
Yes? Yes, I am now.
Okay.
Oh, you're back!
You're still here?
Ugh. I've got to make 150 copies of these files. Brew copy, and file. I'm turned into a regular DJ.
You're a DJ as well?
DJ Khaled!
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Oh, that DJ.
I've got to admire your persistence, but my hits are still...
Huh?
I'm not letting in the chief's office. It'd be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind.
Just did that one. The badge? Nope.
Susan, don't give hints.
Yeah, don't give hints. We'll figure this
I
out,
know.
even if I have to present every piece. Okay. We did that one. There's gotta be something in here. The shield? Nope. He already told us that story. There we go. Here's something new.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth cup. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth. What would drive Chief Prosecutor Scully to do such a thing? Wait! I mean, I didn't mean sure, of course. Someone else really is. Someone who must have, someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
This guy almost made us lose the case today.
What are you talking about? He was guarded the bloodstain on the evidence logo with his life. That's more that's more than you can see about most officers nowadays.
It would have saved us a lot of trouble if he hadn't guarded it so well.
I have to admit, he's right though. Thanks to the Blue Badger, we were able to prove another possibility today. The possibility that another murder took place prior to 5:15 p.m.
Alright. We'll just go through the whole list. The cell phone! It's relevant! Out of nowhere.
That's the photo that Mrs. Starr took.
Anything you can tell us about it?
That Mrs. Starr is quite the lady. Well, I remember. It was when I was 16. You can see. The only one who ever got the talk about what happened.
16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. The same trench coat. He actually grew into it. It never changed. About this. Oh, wait, did we do this? Yes, we did this one. Yep, the ba 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 ba. I feel like maybe we have to just go somewhere else. I'll try checking other places. We did that one. Wow, she doesn't even care about the photo. Okay, so that's the same thing. Ooh, this is tough. We gotta figure out at this point what we want to do. Move. What else we got? Criminal Affairs Department. Underground parking lot. There we go.
Ooh. Alas,
Very impressive, Detective. You knew what it was right off the bat.
Booms. Booms, you there? It's your line.
Yeah. Sorry, push talk just really hates me. What? I am the master of this place.
Master? That's such a cool ring to it.
Emma, no! Emma, no! Stop! Stop!
The way I see it, if things are meant to be lost, we are. There's a higher power at work here.
Wow. Higher power.
Maybe I shouldn't let Emma hold any evidence. Oh, I can't. Every time I think that we've made progress, we actually haven't. That's pretty much everything.
That's the ID card. Oh my gosh, push to talk.
Yes. There's only... Excuse me. Yes. There's only one number left to investigate. At 4:20 p.m. The victim, Detective Goodman, must have entered the evidence room, along with someone else. Someone with an executive officer number.
17
That's many sevens too many, Detective. An executive officer. I just might have a hunch. Very curious. There's so much. I think we checked everything on here. Oh, I'm gonna get a drink of water.
Me too.
Knows about the executive officer. Did I get everything? Hold on, I didn't show it to Edgeworth, so let me try showing that. Parking lot. Oh, no, we already did show that one. Well, we haven't shown a lot of stuff to Edgeworth, so I'm still figuring that out.
Yeah, wasn't Edgeworth... Wasn't he writing something earlier or something?
Yeah, but it sounds like you're starting to give me hints, so...
Yeah, Susan.
I'm not, I'm just saying. I just remembered this. I just didn't know it was related.
It also said he threw it on the ground, so I doubt we can do anything about that.
Oh, wait, yeah, maybe I can examine. That is a good point.
This is the final warning, though. If there's any more hints in the VC, I will mute you until your line comes up.
I forgot that I have to, like, actually check. I have to actually examine the room during investigation days. It's quite tidy as one might expect.
What a nice desk! Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so high I can see my own reflection.
Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't. He'll sue you.
I'm a child.
I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there!
Hey.
Just distract him. I'll check it out.
Dame dane, dame yo, dame nanu yo. Hey Edgeworth. Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window there? Oh no, he's falling to the ground! I want to see!
Hold on. Well, first let me see what this girl is doing crawling around my feet.
Nope.
Give me the toes.
Didn't even look.
What? Letter of...
Oh, the smile!
If you're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you.
If you're having trouble and you know it, give a smile and a sub. If you're having trouble and you know it, give a smile and a sub. It's a letter that I wrote. Now I have to explain myself. If I'm in trouble and I know it, give a smile and a sub. Thank you, the bitten one.
It says letter of resignation.
Resignation? Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died.
But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it's your fault. Also, that's really edgy to say.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either.
I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright! Please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I can use it for anything.
I wish I could actually read it. Also, I already know who we need to give it to, but because we've got a fresh set of 3 to swap out, actually, I'm gonna wait until we have our break before the trial, since we're running a little late on the investigation. But I will swap it out while we're taking that break. Underground parking lot. Move.
What's this crumbled up piece of paper? Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious!
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they pushed him this far!
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was cold size too.
Thank you for the follow, Ludens.
But I know different. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we just... We betrayed him. That's it. I've made up my mind.
What?
Here's... Just take my ID card.
We can't do that. If someone found out...
They wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
Look! It's no secret I'm already. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this. For Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
All right, Detective. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Sir, pal, sir.
Alright, let's commit some crimes.
February 24th. Police Department. Final boss room.
Here goes, Mr. Wright.
Demon guns! Demon guns!
We're in. If anyone finds us now...
Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
Oh!
Hello there. If that happens, I'm coming. I'm counting on you to bail me out.
Ah!
Ah!
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Ah! Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried about something might go wrong. So I came.
If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card? What? What? Who broke it?
Did you just crush it out
Damn.
of fear?
Phoenix, you angry.
Oh!
Hey there!
Did you just card crusher his ID card?
Yes!
I hardly ever get a chance to. So I figured I'd have a look around my.
This man just single-handedly he didn't bend, he didn't snap. He crushed an ID card in the palm of his hand. Phoenix!
Phoenix, what the fuck?
Phoenix, maybe you are eligible for Ace Attorney Warriors. God damn!
Besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
No, no. Now, come, let's see what we got.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You can see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you were to drop that suit of armor...
Hatford, the chief wanted to use stage lessons.
Really? Why didn't he?
They said he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see through.
Oh.
Stained glass or not, it's a huge window. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons?
Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for it.
First the pipe organ, now this armor? Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes.
Emma! No!
Emma!
God!
Emmy commits tax fraud.
How does
Typebook tax fraud!
How does each assistant end up being worse than the last when it comes to tax, or when it comes to law breaking?
Emma, you're talking to an attorney. Don't say these
You
things.
don't even have any taxes to pay.
Be careful what you say. Who knows? The chief may be hiding in his armor. As we speak.
I don't think he'd fit in there.
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out, cut it out. You guys don't know how. You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
It's actually quite comfy in here.
Wow! Look at the size of Chief Gaunt's desk.
Speaking of that, when we were here earlier,
Oh, it's you two.
Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of
A list of evidence?
In most cases, the list runs twice as long.
Hey, look at the case name.
Huh? It's a non-incident. I wonder what this is.
Hold on, Detective. What did you just say?
I was saying, I wonder.
No. About evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long?
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-size list of evidence.
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
What would the other half of the list be doing here?
I knew it! The chief must be hiding something about that case.
It would appear so.
Oh, okay. I guess it's gonna do it
Nice
again.
desk. Really like this desk.
It's a really nice, it's a cool desk. I like it.
This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is right.
Okay. If you say so.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it.
A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my birthday? It's
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing. My old Neopets passcode!
No way. Oh my god!
Kidding me?
Oh my god! First
You
try,
mad
baby!
lad?
First try!
Bingo.
I'm in.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that?
7777777. My old Neopet's password.
What?
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
Oh, you? 77777777777.
I think you're 1-7 shy this time. Nah, you went over again. This can only mean one thing. That's Chief Gant's ID number.
Say, anyone care to look inside?
It's a knot. Is there any money in there? How much has he?
Look, it's a,
This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before?
there's something else in here too.
What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth.
This is a handprint, isn't it?
Hey, hey, hey! I saw someone wearing a shirt. You think the chief made up the design?
I don't think so.
Where was it? It was.
Is that it? Is that all that was in the safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now.
Oh, I might need Steel to take over or someone. I'm so sorry.
Susan, you want to cover?
Like, at least
Susan
for a
is currently deafened.
Oh, shoot. Wait.
like, at least for a few minutes. Like, I need to get some water.
Let me see who we've got available. BZ, can you cover? Or, Dan, let's see. Gant's
You want
gonna be
me
there.
to cover?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Go ahead and cover.
Steel.
Okay. A piece of cloth with a handprint on it, and a broken shot from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case. I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
This case is so important. The original Godshoe took over his own body. He's like, I gotta come back for this one. Great. Now I have to prove their relevancy to get them. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident?
Come on, there's gotta be something we can show the detective.
I already know what I can show, but I want to check this other stuff.
That's the chief's organ. Sure is a sight to behold.
Why? This localization.
Occasionally, we hear him doing it from the Criminal Affairs Department.
That's on the 2nd floor. This is the 15th floor of an entirely different building.
When a detective screws up, the chief calls him to his office and makes him listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days, except for the ringing in their ears.
So it's an instrument of punishment. Literally.
But aren't the chief's ears affected?
Well, he never listens to anyone anyway.
That's beside the point. This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy.
Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner.
There's not even any dust on it. It looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here?
No. Chief Gant must keep it clean, in memory of the partnership. They were the stuff of legends are made of. Show the vignette.
Does he keep it in memory of her, or in memory of the crime?
Show that sepia vinaigrette.
No, wrong vignette.
This was taken on that day 2 years ago.
The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma.
After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here. and went along with Chief Gant to question Doc. Bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
Gee, you think? These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the left shelf.
Hey! This is when Lana and I went to that theme park.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna elaborate on that? You're gonna just.
That's it.
You're
That's
gonna
all
just
I
leave
want
it
to
there?
say about that.
Look at that giant window. Makes you want to crash through it and jump outside. Right? I'm not alone here, huh?
This is the 15th floor.
I know. I was just saying.
Saying what?
Ever since making detective, I've always dreamed about doing something like that. Now that my job is likely to go.
No, go
Note
ahead.
to self. Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams.
Now that my job is what?
Now that my job is on the line, I'm probably gonna get fired. Away I go.
Oh, no. So long as he doesn't go crashing through that window when he gets fired!
Don't say that!
The ESP! You guys! This is so dumb! How does this happen every single episode?
Sean is secretly reading the transcripts.
Oh my god.
You right there, Sean?
I'm in disbelief. It always manages to happen. Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put it back together. Ah, those were the days so long ago.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
Huh. I mean, this one? It was in that safe?
Yeah, that one. That was in the safe.
After finding the part that was in the safe.
Now you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Nah, let's not. Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gant was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes.
There!
Do it.
So proud.
Doink.
There! It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gant willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this safe in hid a piece of this jar in his safe.
Huh?
In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
But
Hey, guys, get a load of this.
What is it?
This piece you just attached. It's different from the others.
there's a reddish line on it.
Reddish line. That's blood.
I don't get it. Why would Chief Gant hide this in his safe?
We didn't take the cloth, too? Okay.
That desk on the other side of the room. Was that your sister's?
Yeah, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 days ago, 2 years ago, not 2 days ago.
Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices a strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everybody else. He wants us always to be alert. That's why I'm looking directly away from you. Told us so himself at a New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see.
So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one. Except Chief Gant. And the cleaning lady who's here each morning.
Still, 2 years have passed since that incident. There can't possibly be any clues remaining.
Hey, can I ask you something?
He just did.
Damn. You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scenes. That's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think... Nah, you wouldn't be... No. I mean, but... well, yeah, okay. See, don't worry about it.
Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more.
Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy.
What is it?
When someone tells you don't worry about it, you're supposed to start bothering you, pal.
What are you, my wife?
You don't just let it go at that.
Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves.
I wonder Edgeworth has a hard time with you.
Okay, so what's bothering you?
You two don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do you?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings. Yet.
There you go, ignoring me again. I can't believe Officer Marshall would do something like that.
You know Officer Marshall?
Of course I do! He was like a mentor to me. When I first started out, he even gave me a small cactus.
Really?
He said, Dick, she'll listen to all your troubles.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that it stays the same across the rooms. Anything new with the badge? Nope. I'm trying to... Okay, let me see if there's anything that I show to get the cloth going. The white cloth. Oh, that's a new one. 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 Go back.
If I'm fired, you won't be able to give you any information. So that's why I have to get it all out of my system now. You understand, don't you?
Don't be so negative, Detective. We do want you to share your information, though.
Oh, who am I fooling? Never had anything useful to share to begin with.
Got to stay positive.
I don't think there's anything else we can share. Oh, there you go.
Hey, I just bought some of that stuff. Now we can go around detecting blood traces, too.
Wow! Is that a new type? I've never seen that puddle before. Add 3 inches to your base height.
Base height? Hey, let me see that. Looming tall. New and improved growth formula.
You mean this can't detect any blood traces?
Well, it's not quite the same thing as luminol.
It's not so much hemoglobin as it is he's a growin'.
So that lady at the counter had that smirk on her face.
I'm proud of myself for that one. I'm proud of myself for that one.
We're going to have words after this.
I'll give you 4 points for that one, Shaunicus.
Shaunicus. Now we gotta show it to everybody. Everyone, look at this. Look at this evidence. Why don't you care? Why don't you care? We're blowing this case wide open, and you don't even give a crap. Oh my god.
No.
He said no!
Oh my god. You all suck. You all suck.
Not on my screen, please.
God, I love you.
I mean, I just love our coordination that was not talked about.
I am so upset. I felt like we had a breakthrough and no one cared. All right, we gotta give him something. We gotta give him something. cloth. Let's try this one. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So, you want to take some fingerprints?
That's a great idea, Detective.
All right, go to town. Sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking out your hand like that?
I mean, go ahead, take my fingerprints.
It's not your fingerprints that we want to take.
What?
Come on, this isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. One with the handprint on it, right? Jeez, where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. All right, let's get this over with. Time to do what I do with my mask before I go out of the house. Oh, wait, there we go. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, all this cocaine. Oh, that's how
Wait a minute.
All this cocaine. I got it from the evidence room. From your locker, Gumshoe. I gave it my best shot.
That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it?
It doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this print.
Okay, let's try a different finger then.
Oh, we have to do different fingers. Okay. Yes, we need to use more cocaine, just to be extra sure. Just to be extra sure.
Maximum Dusty.
No, this one won't be any good either.
Let's try another.
I apologize, but I must go.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time, Susan.
Bye. Thanks
Bye.
for having me. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. It would be the middle finger. It would be the middle finger. Are you serious? Are you serious? I did it as a joke. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh? It seems the prints are too old. They're not clear enough to get a match.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Phoenix Wright. Gant is hiding evidence! Also Phoenix. Oh, evidence it's not good enough. Don't worry about it.
Pasitata. Hey, you, over here. What's going on here? What are the kids' prints doing on the inside of the chief's safe?
Don't ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now. Let's hide the evidence.
Here, maybe you should hold on to this.
Great.
I'm suddenly not perceptive.
Now every single person in this room is guilty of a crime.
Well, was I any help?
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right? You in the coat? Chief Gant!
We didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in signs. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out a window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then, I thought of a certain detective. You mean me, sir? Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir? Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir... Now get out. Yes, sir!
Damn, Steely is so cool.
We'll be on our way too, then.
Wait, you. The one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like a word with you.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Mr. Wright,